Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke to Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov last Friday in the highest level known contact between the two sides since Russia invaded Ukraine. Blinken urged Russia to accept a deal to win the release of American detainees Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. Russian officials gave no public hint whether Blinken had made any headway, only issuing a statement afterward urging the U.S. to pursue the Americans' freedom through quiet diplomacy without releases of speculative information. Blinken had publicly requested the call and revealed the existence of the offer to Russia. People familiar with the offer say the U.S. wants to swap Whelan and Griner for convicted Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who was also known as the Merchant of Death. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison in 2012 on charges that he schemed to illegally sell millions of dollars in weapons. After trending down for the last few weeks, the South Shore is now seeing a rebound in COVID-19 cases. The statewide count is up for the fourth straight week, and the number of confirmed cases topped 1.8 million in the last Department of Public Health report. Case counts increased in 16 of the 23 South Shore communities, and 9 local communities had rates higher than the statewide average of 20.3 cases a day per 100,000 people. The 9 communities included Randolph with a rate of 27.4, Carver with 25.1, Holbrook with 24.4, Hull with 23.4, Pembroke with a rate of 23, Braintree with 22.1, Kingston with 21.4, and Plymouth with 20.9, and Norwell with 20.8. The state is still monitoring and reporting health trends on a weekly basis. On July 28th, newly released metrics show that over 135,000 molecular tests were conducted and 9,954 new positive cases were reported in the last week. As of July 19th, 171 people are hospitalized in Massachusetts and 48 are in the ICU. 38 new deaths were also reported in the last 7 days. The town of Braintree also continues to monitor COVID data from the state. In the last week, the town hall has reported 60 new positive cases. The town hall website currently shows a total of 10,992 positive cases since the start of the pandemic. There have been no new fatalities reported in 3 months, keeping Braintree's total deaths at 137. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
The COVID-19 vaccine doesn't contain the virus, so you can't get COVID from the shot. You may experience things like muscle aches, fever, or tiredness, but these are most likely signs that your body is building immunity to protect against the virus. Learn more.
Welcome back. Thayer Academy is in mourning after the death of senior James Penner. Thayer's head of school, Chris Fortunato, wrote in a letter to the school community saying, quote, "It is with great sadness that I share the rising senior James Penner died on Tuesday following a car accident in Maine. James participated in class with enthusiasm and good humor. Teammates, classmates, coaches, and teachers will miss him dearly." End quote. Penner was also a member of the cross-country and lacrosse teams. The school currently has counselors available for the Thayer community. As of now, no information about services has been announced. The town of Braintree has announced the affordable lottery information and application regarding the affordable rental units at Windjammer Cove located at 19 to 79 Shaw Street in Braintree. 19 affordable 2-bedroom apartments will be offered by lottery for eligible tenants. There will be a public information meeting via Zoom on Monday, August 15th at 6 p.m. A link to the Windjammer Cove application is located on the Town Hall website at www.braintreema.gov. This summer, Historic New England, in partnership with Thayer Public Library and the Braintree Parks and Recreation Department, have organized the Arts in the Park series. On August 2nd, from 11 a.m. to noon, parents can bring their kids to Sunset Lake's Bandstand Gazebo for Learning to Weave, a historic New England summer event for ages 5 and up. Children will learn how to wool is children will learn how to wool is turned into yarn. Try carding and spinning wool and weave on a loom to make a bracelet or bookmark to take home. No registration is needed to attend, and those participating may bring a towel or blanket for added comfort. If it rains, the event will be held in the children's room at their library. The Sunset Lake concert series are back in full swing, taking place every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the lake's Thomas and Pamela Whalen Gazebo. The concerts, which are sponsored by Mayor Charles Kokoris and the Braintree Electric Light Department, so far have had Curra's Fancy playing some Irish and folk music, Wolfpack with some popular pop, rock, and country covers, Gainesville Road with some fan-favorite covers including Footloose, which had the crowd break out into dance, the popular Beatle tribute band Forever Fab, and just last Tuesday, Westwood Swing Band performed some classic swing and jazz music. On August 2nd, Magic Moments will be performing the greatest hits from the 50s through the 70s. If you missed these concerts or want to watch again, you can find it on BCAM TV's public channel, Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 28, or you can catch it on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Mosquitoes are out. Protect yourself from mosquito bites and the illnesses they can cause, like Triple E and West Nile virus. When outdoors, use an EPA-approved repellent and wear protective clothing. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. The drought across Massachusetts has worsened so much that communities across the state have implemented water restrictions in response to the dry conditions. As of last Monday, at least 133 cities and towns in Massachusetts have implemented some form of mandatory or voluntary outdoor water use restrictions. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, nearly 94% of the state is now in a moderate drought or worse. Almost 44% of the state is in a severe drought, up from 26% 1 week ago. The Dedham-Westwood Water District last Wednesday implemented enhanced restrictions that prohibit the watering of lawns because of the falling water supply. In Braintree, the town is in phase 2 of a water ban, where outside watering is allowed by handheld hoses only between the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Multiple passengers on board the Orange Line train that caught fire over Mystic Bridge in Somerville last week have retained a law firm claiming they sustained injuries as they tried to escape the burning train. The firm has not yet confirmed how many passengers were injured or what kind of injuries they sustained. On July 21st, about 200 passengers were aboard the train during the incident, which led to panic amongst passengers who kicked out the windows in an effort to escape and resulted in one person jumping off the bridge into the river below. A preliminary investigation into the fire by the NTSB showed a metal cover on the bottom of the car becoming loose, hitting the electrified third rail and igniting the material under the train. Recent runaway train incidents and other issues with the MBTA has caused federal safety officials to crack down on the agency. The Federal Transit Administration has issued a safety stand-down. The MBTA must now retain all employees who work on trains. In a letter to the MBTA, the FTA said, quote, "A combination of unsafe conditions and practices exists such that there is a substantial risk of death or personal injury," end quote. The letter comes in response to a series of rollaway trains. There have been 3 rollaway incidents reported since late May. A spokesperson for the MBTA says the T will comply with this order and is committed to providing the training and tools necessary to its employees. In its fight against Boston's attempt to rebuild the Long Island Bridge, Quincy was dealt a second blow when a Suffolk Superior Court judge said state officials were correct in allowing the project to move forward under a Massachusetts Environmental Policy Act review. The Long Island Bridge, which connected Moon Island off Quincy's Squantum neighborhood to the Boston-owned Long Island, was closed in 2014 due to safety concerns. Boston has proposed rebuilding the bridge so it can open an addiction recovery center and homeless shelter on Long Island. Though Quincy says rebuilding the bridge is unfair to Squantum residents, who will bear the brunt of traffic during and after construction, and claim Boston's plan is a major threat to the environment. On Thursday, Judge Rosemary Connolly said Quincy was wrong in its challenge of the state certification, and that the city failed to provide evidence of the environmental damage it claims the bridge will cause. Chief of Staff to Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch, Chris Walker, said Quincy will likely appeal the Suffolk Superior Court's decision, as city officials still believe the tide could turn in favor of Quincy. The Quincy Family Resource Center is hosting their annual backpack drive to collect backpacks and school supplies for students in grades pre-K through 12. The distribution dates and times take place on Monday, August 22nd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., on Tuesday, August 23rd from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., and on Wednesday, August 24th from 12 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Registration ends on August 12th. For more information regarding registration or donation, you may email Jackie at jwallers@baystatecs.org or email Robin at rdunphy@baystatecs.org. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Protect yourself from mosquito and tick bites. Use an EPA-approved repellent anytime you're outdoors. Spray it on your hands first, then spread it on your face, neck, arms, and legs. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now, before getting into some show recommendations, here's some news and entertainment. On Sunday, July 31st, 2022, former NBA star and Celtics player Bill Russell passed away. Russell was 88 and died peacefully with his wife Janine by his side. His family shared the announcement on Twitter with a post that read, quote, "Perhaps you'll relive one or two of the golden moments he gave us, or recall his trademark laugh as he delighted in explaining the real story behind how those moments unfolded. And we hope each one of us can find a new way to act or speak up with Bill's uncompromising, dignified, and always constructive commitment to principle. That would be one last and lasting win for our beloved number 6, end quote. In his lifetime, Russell won 11 championships, had 12 All-Star appearances, and won an Olympic gold medal in 1956. Rest in peace, Bill Russell. Actress and singer Nichelle Nichols, best known for her groundbreaking role as Lieutenant Nyota Uhura in Star Trek, the original series, has passed away at the age of 89. Nichols, being cast back in 1966, was a rarity as a Black woman in a notable role on a primetime television series. Nichols dedicated herself to the space program after Trek's 3-season run came to an end. She helped NASA in making the agency more diverse, helping to recruit women and people of color to apply to become astronauts such as Sally Ride and Judith Resnick, among others. On Sunday, Nichols' son, Kyle Johnson, said in a statement shared to Nichols' official site, quote, "Last night, my mother, Nichelle Nichols, succumbed to natural causes and passed away. Her light, however, like the ancient galaxies now being seen for the first time, will remain for us and future generations to enjoy, learn from, and draw inspiration," end quote. Now, onto some binge-worthy show recommendations. First up is Everything's Trash, which tells the story of 30-something-year-old podcast star Phoebe, who struggles to navigate her messy life when her brother Jaden emerges as a leading politician. Phoebe is now forced to grow up, so she relies on her friends and family to help her figure out adulthood. You can watch Season 1 of Everything's Trash on Hulu. Next in entertainment is The Bear, which stars Jeremy Allen White, who is best known for his role as Lip in Shameless. The Bear tells the story of a young chef, Carmi, who comes back home to Chicago to run his brother's sandwich shop as he recently died by suicide. Carmi must balance the realities of small business ownership, his stubborn kitchen staff, and his strained family relationships, all the while dealing with the impact of his brother's death. As Carmi fights to transform both the shop and himself, he works alongside a rough around the edges kitchen crew that ultimately reveals themselves as his chosen family. You can watch season 1 of The Bear on Hulu. And finally, after nearly 2 years, The Umbrella Academy released its 3rd season at the end of the Umbrella Academy Season 2, the Hargreaves family returned to their original timeline that they left behind in Season 1, only to learn that their actions in 1960s Dallas meant that Reginald Hargreaves decided not to adopt them. The siblings learn that they have been replaced by a new group of superheroes who are part of the Sparrow Academy, including their late sibling Ben, who is now alive, though quite different to the brother they knew and loved in their timeline. And within this timeline, the apocalypse has followed them yet again, and the team must work together to figure out how to stop it while uncovering some secrets about their universe and their father. You can watch all 10 episodes of Season 3 on Netflix. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.